Okay, chat, we're back. Apparently, it appears that I was running Chat Guesser in the background, and Chat Guesser in the background was trying to do a background update, and it froze my entire machine and apparently killed the stream, but didn't give me indication that the stream actually died. So we should be seeing ourselves. If we refresh this, we should be seeing ourselves echoing. That looks good. Okay. Great. Let's go back to what we're doing right now. So basically, I was giving ChatGPT several different sort of discussions about coaches and stuff. Not a power outage. We were running, that GeoGuessr game I play. So GeoGuessr game I play on my desktop, it's an application called ChatGuessr. And apparently that application receives an update, and that update froze my entire machine. The only way I noticed that the stream was off was because it says in Streamlabs that I have 0 viewers. And I'm like, wait. So to me, it didn't indicate it had died, but apparently it looked like it died for everyone else. In any case, so Alex, we have a tactic. So basically, I asked ChatGPT these questions, and it gave me answers. And it also gave me the specific roles as well as the duties and everything. So we can actually plug these in and see if it actually simulates an actual tactic that mirrors reality. I asked for Marcelo Gallardo. I asked for your favorite person, Marcelo Bielsa. I think you hate Marcelo Bielsa, don't you? They told me how to set him up. I didn't tell it I had a stormtrooper, but I probably could ask it, what should I do about a striker who's not finishing chances? But yeah, it gave me a lot of stuff. How much did you see, Alex? Like, the best question it answered was this one. It told me how much I should charge for a loan fee, depending upon the division and country I'm in. Like, I always never knew what this was. Like, this is so crazy that it actually tells me how much I should charge for a loan fee. It gave me estimates and everything. Like 5 to 50,000, So yeah. So we have a tactic for Cruyff. I think it should be in my Gmail. Let me check my Gmail real quick. Wait a second, let me chatting out here. Let's go in here. Oh my god, I just watched a defender do a diving header into my winner's foot. Wait, what? He did what? What happened? Okay, I fixed my stuff here. Basically, I asked it questions about different tactics and tactical styles. It gave me suggestions. It also gave me player instructions, positions, roles, and duties. Also, I went further. I said, listen, I asked it to specifically tell me sensible transfers from my team. Like, I want to play a 4-3-3 to get promotion. Give me a list of players. And it gave me a list of specific players to bring in. Now, these players are not actually accessible to my team. I cannot bring in Hosam Aouar. I cannot bring in Nuno Tavares. And that kind of gives me an indication that whatever data set that this was using might have been older. Picnic, this is ChatGPT, man. I don't have the actual ChatGPT instance running on this machine, but I was able to input questions into an instance I had running elsewhere, and it gave me suggestions for a tactic and everything else. So basically, I wanted to see how much detail it would provide me if I asked it. So I asked it a bunch of questions. The best thing about this is that it's not super smart, but it does understand context. So for example, here, I said, listen, I'm playing in Tenerife. And I said, listen, give me sensible transfers. So it described in general, yes, GPT. That ChatGPT, yeah. The thing is, it's not expensive, but you gotta I think you gotta sign up for the beta and stuff like that. They want, I think they want some money. I'm not sure how much, but I have access to an instance of it. I think you probably can play around for free for a little bit as well. But in any case, so I asked it natural language questions, and it gave me answers to my questions. Now my suspicion is that it is using an older data set. Now the way it actually builds this is basically built using the entire internet as its data source. So my suspicion is that it's using an older version of the game, but is intelligent enough to figure out how to integrate questions and interleave current data as well. I suspect it's an older version of the game because of certain things that it says. There are certain ways it phrases things that look like it's an older version of the game. Yeah. So for example, I said, listen, I'm in this team. Oh yeah, picnic. We're at a new team as well. We're in Spain now. We're in Tenerife. So I asked it questions about, hey, you know what? I'm playing as this team. Give me some transfer lists. Give me a list of players. I gave me a list of players here. This is why I think this is old, because Nuno Tavares does not play at Benfica. He plays for Arsenal. So whatever data set this is using must be older than that. Must be at least 1 or 2 years old. So I said, okay, that doesn't make any sense, but all right, fine. So I basically, since ChatGPT is smart enough to recognize context, you don't have to ask it the same question twice. So I can ask it a question like this. So rather than me typing in the original question over and over again, I can simply say, listen, take the previous result and I want you to refine it. So I asked it, I said, listen, answer the previous query, but assume Tenerife are playing in the 2nd division, currently in 17th place, and seeking promotion to the Spanish First Division. Provide an amended list of sensible transfer targets based on this data, containing player names and their associated positions. So it answered the same question I had before, but I told it to answer it better. Some of them are in the game, but I also realized, like I said before, this data set is old, because don't forget, we've been playing in the game for like 4 or 5 years, I think 3 or 4 years. So it's very possible these transfer targets have retired or moved on. If they were older players and they just stopped playing and retired, they may not even be in the database anymore. A player named Jimmy, where does he play at? And also bear in mind that we don't have access to every single league. But yeah, check this out. I asked for a refined list of players, and it gave me a refined list of players. Now, the funny thing is this. The only player I could find, Jimmy. That's too many Jimmys, man. I can't find a guy named Jimmy. You gotta give me his full name. You gotta give me his longer name. Can't say Jimmy. I'm gonna get like 500 results. Find a player called Jimmy in Spain. Come on, dude. Help me out here. But check this out. A lot of these players I can't find anymore. And also, they might not be at these clubs because the database is old. You can tell it's old because of this. Nuno Tavares is not at Benfica. That's not his full name, dude. He's got a longer name. I don't believe you. Not true. Let's go here. Wait, let me play this. It's not true. Okay. One player I found that was actually a good idea was, what's his name? Sergio Akiemi. He's in a database. He's actually quite good. He plays for Almeria. Gotta scout him. We'll see what he's about. He's also injured. But yeah. Some of these players are not in the database anymore. Like Alex Berenguer. I think he exists, but I don't think he might not be accessible anymore. Like these data points might not be accurate. So yeah, some of these players, some of them might be the same name, but if they're retired or they're not in my league databases, I won't be able to find them. Like Luis Milla. I don't know who this is. Like, I don't think he exists anymore. He's here. Okay, this guy. He's older, but he's kind of good too. Scout him too. This is the kind of guy I might want to use for my team. Let's see, Sergio Moria. We're gonna ask ChatGPT to give us some actual transfer recommendations. Mora. Like this guy might actually be like an actual coach. When did he stop playing? I don't think, how old is this? Is this actually accurate? Rayo Vallecano. I don't know who this guy is. Edu Exposito. Here we go. Here, this guy. I want to go for this guy. Gonna scout him too. See, I can't see. I told you it's not his name. Jimmy. Look for Jimmy in the database. Dude, I'm not gonna spend all night looking for Jimmy in the database. Look for Jimmy in the database. What are you doing to me, man? What are you trying to do? Look for Jimmy in the database. Or for example, this guy, for example, he might have been in the game and he retired. He retired in Huesca. But also notice too, like this might not be accurate. Real Zaragoza. He's never played here. Wait, or here it is. Zaragoza B. I don't know how old this database is. I don't know where it's pulling this data from. This data does not look accurate. Or it looks out of date. Edo Exposito. Did he ever play with this team? I don't even know. Jimmy. The J, the I, the M, the M, the Y, the J, the I, the M. It's Jimmy. All right, let me look him up now. Jimmy. This him right here? Here's your boy right here. Oh no. I can't get him. He's got a transfer agreed. Yeah, but look, okay. If I type in Jimmy, 100 dudes named Jimmy. Come on, man. Stop it. Dude's named Jimmy. I can't get him. He's already got a transfer set up. He's joining permanently. Not a bad guy though. He's kind of short though. He's like 5'7". What's the deal? Got me trying to buy some Tiny Tims. The only one with Jimmy is first name. Okay, you're right. You're right. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But I'm not searching for 15 Jimmys. Jimmy. Like Jimmy. Look for Tom. Tom's in the database. Look for Tom. But yeah. So it did do what I asked. It did give me suggestions for positions and their last known clubs, but this data may be out of date. And a lot of the players I might not be able to locate because they may have moved on or retired, and because they retired, they're no longer in the database. And so I tried something different for a suggestion. So the thing is about the club rap. So in case you guys haven't know, I have not updated the Nightbot yet. We're playing as Tenerife. Tenerife are a Spanish club. They are one of the most remote clubs that participate in European competition. They're located off the coast of Africa on the west coast. And so Tenerife has a strong rivalry against another club called Las Palmas. They're also on the Canary Islands as well. And so in this answer to this question, it gave me a player, Sergio Akieme, who plays for Las Palmas. So I asked it, I said, listen, refine the previous result, removing any players that may be playing for clubs that rival our club, and provide a suitable replacement that meets the same criteria. Now, this was dumb. It apologized and then gave me the same answer. So that was stupid. So it was dumb. And then when I asked her the same question, I said, listen, refine the result. And I was explicit. I said, listen, remove any players that play for Las Palmas. And then it was able to figure out, hey, I don't want someone from Las Palmas. And apologized again. It actually realized they may have been a rival. So initially it didn't make the connection that Las Palmas was the rival. But then when I asked another question, it read the context clue to realize that, hey, Las Palmas might be a rival. And then it gave me a suggestion for this guy, for someone different. It gave me Sifu. And I can't find Sifu because Sifu does not exist. In this database, at least. I don't think he's here anymore. What's this? Can you find Duncan? Dude, no, I'm not looking for Duncan. Duncan in Scotland. I know a Duncan in Italy. Duncan. I know a Duncan in Italy. What's his name? His name is something. Alfred Duncan? But yeah. So this was kind of cool. I was told to take every answer, give me a combined list, and give me a combined list. I asked for potential transfers, but players under 25. Gave me this list. I cannot find these players though. Nacho Martin, Juan Villar, and Nono. I can't find these players. So Nacho Martin. Cannot find Nacho Martin. He's not in here. I cannot find Nono. There's no one called Nono in the database. Why do people name their children Hulk? I don't understand that. Why do you do that? Why do people do that? I'm gonna name my kid Spider-Man. Name my kid Spider-Man. Juan Villar. Can't find him either. Might have retired. This database is kind of old. But yeah, Alex, here's your tactic for Cruyff. Here's your tactic. I said, set it up to mimic total football. And it gave me this. 2 attacking wingbacks, 2 ball-playing defenders, sweeper keeper on defend, 2 deep-lying playmakers, 1 box-to-box in the middle, left side striker, a false 9, and a right side striker. with also instructions. This is total football. I'm not looking for Hulk. I refuse. I refuse to look for Hulk. In any case, we're gonna do what we said we're gonna do. We're gonna ask. We asked ChatGPT. We asked ChatGPT, how do I evaluate the squad? And it answered. Let's see here. I have a better idea. We're gonna open this in a different we're gonna save this. We're gonna say save as. We're gonna open this in file open. Open this in downloads. We're gonna open this in this. I want to read this better. It's easier to read. Here we go. That's easier to read. I'm tired of this. Here we go. I like this. I like this better. Okay. Easier on my eyes here. So we asked ChatGPT, how do we do a squad analysis? Alexa, offense line is up 30%. So we asked ChatGPT, how do I do a squad eval? How do I do it? Tell me how to do it. And it gave me an answer. We're gonna do that tonight. We're gonna try to. Let's see here. Hold on while I find it. Let's go find eval. Here we go. So I asked it, I said, make an outline describing a systematic approach to squad evaluation if I take over a new team. Here's the outline. Gather data. Evaluate strengths and weaknesses. Assess team needs. Prioritize. Make decisions. So it gives me a framework for how to actually evaluate the squad. I said, okay, fine. Elaborate how I do that. This is actually quite accurate. Let me do view word wrap. Let me do word wrap. How do I do word wrap? Help. How do I do word wrapping? I don't want this all over the place. There it is, word wrap. I'm not paying attention. Okay, here we go. So, okay. So it basically tells me how to do a squad eval. So it says gather data. I said, okay, fine. How do I gather data? Player stats, scouting reports, contract information. How many seasons do you think ChatGPT has played to gather this data? So it's using the entire internet, but I think it's using probably an older data set for specific roles and duties, but it may have access to more modern things. I think this data might be like 4 to 5 years old. Only because when I asked for players when I asked for ChatGPT to suggest players for our tactic, it gave me some players that were quite old, like 5 or 6 years old. So I think I might be using an older data set. It may have access to modern day instructions and references with regard to how people play the game, but I suspect it doesn't have access to a recent data set of players. Now, I have seen other people on YouTube suggest players like Mahrez, but big names, they've been around for a long time and they're older. I think it's like 4 or 5 years old for Football Manager. Only because of, what's the player they suggested? They suggested this one player. They suggested this guy. And this guy, everyone that's been suggested is like 30 years old. But the thing is, for us, this should be only 4 years in game. And so if it's 4 years in game and it's suggesting this player, it probably thinks this player is like 25 or 26. And if they're 25 or 26, they might be in their prime. I suspect it might be cobbling different data sets together at the same time. That's what I'm going to say, Alex. Because some of the stuff it says in here sounds like older versions of the game. For example, it says exploit the flanks. And I don't think we've used that in a long time. Exploit the flanks. I don't think it's... How do you exploit the flanks? This right here makes me think it's using an older data set, because this article... Okay, I accept, fine. This article says exploit the flanks. This is in 2017, which is about 5 or 6 years ago. And it's actually in the recommendations, exploit. This right here gives it away. This team instruction right here gives it away. Exploit the flanks is not used as an instruction anymore. So I think it's mixing data together. I remember that was an older instruction. So I do think it's probably 5 or 6 years old, but it may have access to more recent contemporaneous data. That's my suspicion. Any case, where were we? I forgot what we were doing. Okay, we're gonna do we're gonna try to do what it says. So it says gather data. Review all available information by the players, stats, scouting reports, and contract information. So what does this mean? Elaborate on gathering data. Player stats. Okay, let's do that. Show me the stats. I need to find out who's shooting. Goal attempts. Who's that guy? Who do we scream at right now? Give me all these players. Who do I scream at right now? Who did it? I want to know who did it. It's still the meta. Yep. Who did it? Shots. Who's taking all these shots? Okay, let's get this guy. Let's get only the first team. All right, we got our boy. We're gonna do this. We're gonna actually trap this in a spreadsheet. I have a spreadsheet here. We're gonna use it. We're going to use the ChatGPT method. So it says gather data. What did it say to do? It said, okay, as much information as possible about your players in the squad includes the following types of data: individual statistics, goals scored, assist rate, passing accuracy, team stats, win percentage, goal, We have a lot of that already. So individual stats we don't have yet. So individually, my concern from our previous analysis was that these guys were shooting like crazy. Like, shooting like crazy. Who's the guy? Who did it? This dude. It's you. It's you. It's him. It's Danny. Danny did it. It's Danny. It's Danny. It's Danny. Danny did it. Danny's the guy. I'm putting you in the spreadsheet right now, Danny. You're on the list. Danny's on the list. It's Danny. Danny did it. How do you shoot that much? This dude shot how much? So 47 shots, 1 goal. Dude, stop. 11 shots on target. Danny. This dude, you gotta go. I gotta get rid of you. So in multiplayer game, I got Reading promoted to the Prem. Nice. Now what about the rest of your teammates though? I shouldn't say teammates. How about the rest of your human opponents, Picnic? Okay, I can ask him now. Hold on a second. What position though? Alex, sorry, Picnic, what position? You gotta tell me a position though. I'm in Spain. Danny, Jimmy, Alex, all that stuff, man. Actually, no, Alex is your name, sorry. I'm in Spain right now. So apparently this is the guy right here. This is the guy causing a lot of the trouble. Looked like he scored a goal about a game ago, but 1 goal, 47 shots, 11 shots on target. So he's got a 10% conversion rate. It's terrible. Okay, hold on. Let me look him up real quick. Let me swap out to my machine right here. I'm gonna read. I can't see chat right now. I'm gonna read what I'm actually typing in. I am playing the game Football Manager 2023. My team is in England and has been recently promoted from the Championship to the Premiership. The Premier League. I need to purchase a central defensive midfielder. Please recommend a player that is a sensible transfer for our club's reputation and financial status. Might have to restart it. Let me Control C. I'm gonna hit restart. Okay, I'm gonna type it in again. Let's try it again. Here we go. Let's paste that in there. Let's see what it says. No, this is wrong. Okay, I got a list. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I got you a list. Hold on, hold on. I got you a list. Let me mail this to myself. I got you a list. I can't read chat right now. I'm trusting you guys are not causing too much trouble. Can't read chat right now, but I have some suggestions for you. Got some suggestions for you. I'm gonna click it on here. Click paste that in there. Have some suggestions for you. All right, save it. Gonna paste that in there. Okay, now initially when I asked it the question, it gave me a wrong answer. So I told it to fix its answer and it refined its recommendations. So we're going to see what it says. It's off at first. It was incorrect at first.